There was a boy, and when he was 9 years old, his mother died. 3 years later, his brother died. When he was 20 years old, his father fell over, had a heart attack, and he too died. The boy was left an orphan. A lot of suffering for that boy, a lot of suffering through his whole life. But that young boy eventually became a priest. And that young boy eventually became the Pope. Pope John Paul II, soon to be Saint John Paul II. Yes, he had many sufferings, but so much joy. So why am I talking about Pope John Paul II? Because each day I have a lot of conversations with different people, and the majority of my conversations are about suffering. Suffering in people's lives, and they ask, why me? Why my brother? Why my mother? Why my father? Why my sister? Why my kids? Why my friends? And today, I don't have that answer. I don't know why. We've been trying to answer that for years, and I don't know why, but what I do know is the gospel. And in the gospel this week, this Sunday, there's a blind man. And the disciples look at the blind man and they say to Jesus, "Teacher, this man from birth, who sinned? Was it him? Or was it his parents?" And Jesus answers, "Neither. Neither him nor his parents sinned, but rather it is so that the works of God may be manifested, may be shown." And that's the good news. The good news is right there in the gospel. The good news is that, yes, we have suffering, because that's part of the human condition. We have so much suffering, and suffering will always be there. Whether one goes away, another one will come up. We will have suffering. That is part of the human condition. On this side of heaven, there's suffering. So in this Lenten season, and in our whole lives, we have two choices to make. We can either A, choose to become extremely angry and bitter at that suffering. We can start to hate the world and we become angry people. Or B, we can take our suffering and we can climb on the cross with Christ. And through our suffering, if we unite that suffering to Him, we too can save the world. We can make our suffering redemptive. Then it's worth it all. When we get to heaven and Christ shows us the list, boom, 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 you suffered for this person, you suffered for that person, you suffered for him and for her. Why did you suffer? To get them to heaven. And when you see that list of why you suffered, you're going to go, wow, send me back, I want to do it again. Padre Pio once said, to love is to suffer for the one you love. Christ came to die, to suffer for the ones He loved. So as you suffer, choose option 2. Pick up your cross and allow God to work through you, and allow your suffering to show the works and the mighty love of God. Amen.